time seeing one of my videos, I'm a self-love coach, I'm a spiritual guide, I'm also an energy healer. I do YouTube videos, I coach people, and I post on Instagram every day. Welcome. If you're somebody that comes here all the time, then you know the format. We're going to talk about a specific topic. Today, we're talking about how to rise above the tough stuff. I'm going to give you a couple of pointers. And then at the end, if you have questions, you can leave those in the comments for me, and I will get back. Most of you, by now, should already know about what has been happening in Paris. This is what inspired this video. Obviously, so many lives lost, so many people affected. When people are dealing with tragedy, when people are dealing with trauma and loss, there are all different kinds of stages that they go through. You know, tragedy doesn't just occur when there's a massacre. It occurs in many different ways in our own lives. So it can be the death of a child. It can be the death of a partner or a spouse. It can be, not to minimize death or physical death, but a lot of people also experience trauma when, let's say their business fails completely, or their home burns down to the ground, or let's even say when they go through a breakup. Obviously, one of the major emotions that comes up after we kind of deal with the shock and the sadness is anger and frustration. It's really important that those of us that are experiencing tragedy, or we are witnessing tragedy, or we're supporting those who are facing tragedy, do not react out of the anger. So there's a difference between experiencing anger and processing anger and reacting from anger. Just a little aside, many of you who follow me on Instagram may remember that a couple of weeks ago I did a post where I said, stop telling people not to react. That was specifically geared towards the whole movement that tells people that when they feel feelings or when they feel emotions, there's something wrong with that they should just move it aside or let it go. In this case, to be very clear, what I'm speaking about is you responding in a way that does not serve to heal you emotionally. So naturally, the next question that you probably have is, well, how can I tell the difference between when I'm reacting in a way that's going to serve me and allow me to heal emotionally and when I'm not? When you are reacting in a way that serves you emotionally, you're releasing your pain, which is the emotion that's actually behind the anger, or sometimes it's shame or guilt or other things like that. But essentially, it's all pain. And it's allowing you to be more connected to the people who resource you and the people you love. If you are releasing your anger and your frustration in a way that is having the people that you depend on and the people that you love leave your life or have you withdraw from them, then it's very likely that whatever you're doing is not serving you emotionally. Now let's talk about the people that you want to have as a part of your self-care team. These are the people that are going to help you get through the rough stuff. Not every single person who loves you, every single person who's family, or every single person who is a friend is meant to be a part of your self-care team. Get your pen and paper. I'm going to give you the list now. Number 1, you want people who are not going to judge you. If you don't feel safe and you don't feel like you can talk about everything without feeling guilty or ashamed, then you're not going to heal. So find the people that won't judge you no matter how ugly or how crazy you get. Next, you want to find people who can listen. These are people who will let you talk without interrupting you and know how to wait their turn. If people are constantly cutting you off and people are constantly jumping in your face, these are not people that you want to have as a part of your self-care team if you are going through a tragedy or the toughest parts of your life. 3, you want people who are not overly sensitive or dealing with their own stuff about whatever's happening. So you want to have people who can be just objective and not constantly triggered when you're trying to move through your stuff. Number 4, you want to have a person on your self-care team who knows how to respect your boundaries. This means when you say no, it means no. This means when you say, I need this, they listen. These are people who are not going to constantly try to tell you what you're thinking, tell you what you're feeling, or try to manipulate or change the situation in their favor or to get their point across. Finally, you want somebody who has a great deal of compassion. This is a person who's definitely, while you're going through your stuff, probably going to feel very tired, like they want to strangle you sometimes, and maybe even like they don't like you sometimes. But they're going to be very clear about the commitment. They're going to be very clear about how much they love you, and they are going to be able to overextend while you are in a place where you are not able to extend. This means that even though there's not necessarily going to be an equal exchange of energy, they have an excess, abundance, and overflow to be able to take care of themselves and you while you are not able. At the end of the day, friends, I'm going to keep it real, right? So friends and family are amazing, and they're absolutely crucial to you healing. And they're still not a professional, and they still have a personal relationship to you, which means you can only go so far in a conversation with them. My recommendation, if you're really struggling, is for you to hire a professional, a self-love coach, or a therapist or a counselor. Someone that you don't ever have to take care of, that you don't ever have to worry about, and really, their job is to serve you and no one else. I hope this masterclass has been super helpful for you. If it has been, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, leave me some comments. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram already, you can find me there. My handle is @ModernDayWiseWoman, all one word, all capitals, and that's the same handle that I'm using for Periscope. Yes, if you're not already following me on this YouTube channel, then do that, because it makes sure that you get my videos delivered to your inbox the moment that they're published. And Self-Love Masterclass is published every single Tuesday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for you eager beavers that want to watch the video before anyone else does. Well, I think I'm going to go get my nails done and go have a latte. So I will see you all next week. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Mwah.